Hello and welcome. Welcome again to Ray's Reality. I am your host, Ray Jones. I'm coming to you live from Tampa, Florida. As usual, it's always live. Live. Is it live or is it half? No, it's not live because you're probably watching a recording of this because it was live when I filmed it, because it's live as I'm filming it, because I'm live right now filming live. Can you say live? Okay, whatever, dude. Yeah, man, there's a lot going on in this world right now. Beginning of January 2025, and all kinds of weird stuff going on. Snowing up north. It's freaking cold. It's here in Florida. It's 41 degrees right now. In Abilene, Texas, it's 33 degrees with a winter weather advisory. Meanwhile, in California, LA, they're on fire. Nice and warm there with all the heat they got going on from those fires. But it's absolutely insane. All this stuff going on. I'm hearing about power outages up north and, of course, out in California. And, from power outages from the snow, power outages from the ice, power outages from the fires. It's a lose-lose situation for so many people. But, yeah, here's the crazy part. Man, those fires weren't started, and people are asking for donations. It blows my mind. Everything blows my mind. It's unbelievable. All I see is donate. During the last two hurricanes from Florida, donate. Millions and millions of dollars were donated to help the people of Florida and South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee for the hurricanes a few months ago. There's two hurricanes back to back that came through. Millions and millions were donated. So many people lost everything, have nowhere to live. We have nowhere to live, but yet there's absolutely no help you can get from all these people that have collected millions of dollars. That millions and millions of dollars that all these people donated went into that person's pocket. They gave 2%, because that's by law all they're required to give is 2% when you donate to these people. And right now, all these people, they're collecting millions of dollars for the people in California that have lost their homes. And it's not just California with the wildfires. There's wildfires all over out west, and several people's lost their home. But right now, it's California's. We got our eye there because LA is on fire. Normally they don't have the fires in these areas. Sunset Boulevard is, on fire. That's not something that's not normal, but so many, there's all the, donate, help the victims, donate to California, help, help, but the thing is, millions of dollars are being donated. Those people aren't going to get any help. Those people aren't going to get a dime of that money. So they're not going to be able to rebuild their house unless the insurance company, which is going to fight them tooth and nail, because they're going to say, well, you didn't have fire insurance, you didn't have water insurance, you didn't have this insurance. It's funny that we're required to have insurance, and they force us to have insurance on our cars and our houses and all this stuff. You don't really have to have it. By law, we have to have car insurance. We're forced to have it by law, but yet the insurance companies never want to pay out. And then when they do pay out, they want to, increase our rates tremendously, and then they don't want to give us coverage for anything on our houses. You have to have all this separate individual, flood insurance, fire insurance. You have to have all this stuff separate. What's the purpose? And then they're not going to pay for anything. So what's the purpose? I was listening to a guy the other day. I forget his name. He was talking about insurance, and it's funny because insurance, actually, when insurance started, insurance was a scam. It was a way to make money, and it was an easy way to make money. Hey, let's sell people something. It's like Bitcoin, I guess, but that's even a riskier thing to have fake money. I'm going to sell you monopoly money. Send me all your money, and I'm gonna give you monopoly money, that money that doesn't exist. That I'm gonna. It's out there in the cloud. Okay, it's out there. I promise, it's out there. Just send me your money, and then I'll give you a return maybe if you're lucky. If we can get enough people to send me your money, but all these people are just giving their money away. It's like, good Lord, man, how much money can people just? It blows my mind, you know. But these insurance companies are just killing us because, like I said, they don't want to pay out anything. I got 100 different stories of people here in Florida. Either they don't have insurance, their insurance company doesn't. Oh, we don't cover flood damage, or they don't cover any of the damage. What do you cover? How much money are you paying out in insurance every month, and then it's not covered by anything? That's the crazy part. And most people don't even realize it's not covered until they call and realize, hey, wait a minute, I thought I had coverage. No, you have insurance, just don't know what it really covers, but it doesn't cover water damage, and it doesn't, or flooding, and it doesn't cover fires. So, you're out of luck. Good luck. Have a nice day. You're out of a home, and we're not fixing it. So, but that's the thing. The insurance companies are making billions of dollars, and then they don't want to pay anything out. And then they want to cry about, well, we didn't sell you insurance for you to actually use it. We used it so we could get richer. So you think these insurance companies, it's like, look at their. I'm gonna forget the name of the company. Oh my gosh, I've been going after them. I'm going after them, whatever you want to say. But they actually one of the companies out there. They own all kinds of businesses, insurance companies like Geico and stuff like that. It's like, really? They're all about making the money, but yet they don't. And they talk about helping, but nobody's getting help. Nobody is getting help. So now, don't get me wrong. I completely 100% understand the fires out in California, for example. A lot of movie stars, Hollywood, people are being affected by these fires. They're losing their homes. I completely, I feel for these people. I'm praying for the people in California. But here's the thing: the stars, the multi-millionaires, they can rebuild. I do feel sorry for them. My heart goes out to them. But you're a millionaire. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing. You can rebuild. Yeah, you lost personal stuff, but yet so did these other people that don't have anything. They're not able to rebuild. They're now homeless because they no longer have a home. Nobody cares about those people. But I'm sure, once, some of I remember back during 9/11, billions of dollars was donated to 9/11. But the victims' families of 9/11 didn't get anything. There's a few, but it's funny because I once was a firefighter, EMT, and in the event of my death, my family, if I was on duty, my family would have been well off if I would have died during an emergency while I was fighting a fire, out on the job as an EMT. No matter what I was doing, if I was working, my family was. I had insurance that was provided through the fire department. So I would have, if something happened to me, like, I understand that my job was to run into burning buildings. My job was to help people. That was my job, to do that. I didn't do my job. I got hurt one time on the job, and I didn't sit and cry. It was part of the job. You can't, I see firefighters screw up all the time doing stupid stuff. And I'm like, where's your training? I'm watching all these and I do understand things, but it's like the California fires, man. Number one problem that you're going to have with the fires out there, it's going to be smoke inhalation. That will kill you. That will kill you. And there's all these people, firefighters. I'm watching all these firefighters, none are wearing masks or anything. I'm not talking about little paper mask, that people that don't do anything, just covers your face so people don't notice you have bad breath as much, covers up the freckles on your face or zits or whatever. That's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. But seeing these news reporters, they got goggles on, they're protecting their eyes, but they're not protecting their lungs and from the smoke inhalation. It's like inhalation. I can't even say it. So it's like, and these news reporters are running in there, and all these people are trying to get video. It's like, if there was a nuclear war, and there was 20 nuclear bombs heading for Atlanta, Georgia, every moron would be running to Atlanta. And if they said, Atlanta's gonna be bombed in 20 hours, half the United States would be killed because they would flock to Atlanta so they could get video of the nuclear bombs dropping. They'd have to be right there at ground zero. I'm going to videotape this right here, man. It's going to drop right on us, man. I'm going to be live, man, on Facebook. But these people rush in. We got to get the video. Look at. I can tell you during an event of an emergency, the last thing on my mind is videotaping it. I got to get my phone out real quick. Stopped at an accident not too long ago. There were 15 people. Major accident. Had to be 15 people standing around. I go to help the people, and I ask, has anybody called 911? Everybody's standing around with their stupid phones. No, man, I'm just videotaping you guys. Look at that dead guy over there. I'm videotaping him. I'm going to be number one on YouTube. I'm going to get me 1 billion likes on this one, man. Look at that guy's head. It's crushed in the door. That's so cool, man. I'm going to get 1 million videos. Oh, yeah, his kid's hurt, too. Well, who cares? Let's try to videotape him dying. Hopefully, nobody call the police or the ambulance because we want to get him on tape dying. That's how stupid people are. 15 people, I counted them, standing there. Not a single person. Everybody had their cell phone in their hand, but not a single person called an ambulance. Nobody called for help. They're letting these people die so they can get it on tape. That is the ignorance of our world, the stupidity, the unbelievableness of this, the ignorance of this world. It's unbelievable. The stupidity of people. It's just unbelievable. So, I don't know. I know just with everything, it's been crazy, seeing all this stuff on TV. All these stupid people with their video cameras out. The two stupid guys in their house videoing, oh, look at us, we're about to die. Morons. What do you think's going to happen? They did get out, luckily, but the stupidity, the pure stupidity is unbelievable. I'm not during certain hurricanes, we didn't evacuate, but the last 3 hurricanes that we were told to evacuate for, we did leave. We evacuated for those hurricanes. We weren't required to stay here by working or anything like that. So we got out of here. We left because that's what they. Hello, and how many people died? How many people? It's not worth it. But most people stay because they got to get that video. Look at me, I got that video. Look at me, I got my phone out. So everybody's got their stupid phone. videotaping everything, but they don't have enough sense to call 911, to help somebody. They're videotaping all this stuff out in California. It's like they're, I was seeing that Sunset Boulevard there. They had Sunset Boulevard. It was completely blocked because everybody just left their cars there because everybody's on their stupid phones trying to videotape the stupid fires. So they're sitting in their cars. Oh, nobody's moving anywhere because they're videotaping it instead of actually driving. Put your stupid phone down and get the heck out of there, But no, they were too stupid to do that, And so, yeah, there's traffic. But in a situation like that, when you're evacuating and fire's coming towards you, you go, put your stupid phone down and get out. It's unbelievable. Just crazy, unbelievable. The stupidity of all the videos that we're seeing is unbelievable. So, it blows my mind. And then, like I said, the thing that aggravates me more than anything is seeing all this stuff. I don't know. I bet you there's got to be 1,000 different things out there. Donate. What are they doing? Nothing. And I'm not going to call anybody out, but it's like, my thing is too, I am going to call somebody out. Why is it that during all these tragedies and all these things that ever happened with all these things, the number one, from my understanding, is the number one charity in the world that collects billions of dollars because they force you to pay it out of your paycheck, which I never did. So, because I'm not falling into that ignorance. The United Way. We never hear about them helping nobody. Ever. I've never met anybody. You've never met anybody. Nobody's ever met anybody that the United Way has actually helped. But they're collecting billions of dollars. Billions. And they help nobody. And here's the funny fact about all these donation places. All these none of them are legit. None of them are legit. You want to help somebody, donate to a good church. So, and I say that loosely because it's finding a good church, a good church that teaches from the Bible, that is a trustworthy church. Don't give to a religion, give to the Word of God, somebody that teaches the Word of God straight from the Bible, the truth, type stuff. But they're going to help they're going to help more people than anybody. So those churches are going to help more people than anybody ever will even imagine. So all this stuff can get donated, all this food and clothes, all these things will be donated, and it won't get to people because I can tell you during the hurricanes, the hurricanes we were in and all the stuff that we lost, we didn't receive a single penny. We are still paying on a loan that we had to get to fix our home. We don't even have our home anymore, but we're still paying on a loan that we had to get for that. Not a single penny. We didn't get a single penny during from the hurricane, from the damage from our home and all that stuff. Nothing. So it's like amazing because millions of dollars were collected and we didn't get any help. Didn't get help from nobody. FEMA, none of these charities, all these charities that were given, they had all kinds of money. We didn't get no help whatsoever, nothing. We called everybody in the brothers. Sorry, we can't help you. Sorry. And I don't know anybody. I know nobody at all in Florida that got help from any of these places. Nobody. And right now I know 100 different people that need help and they've gotten no help. I know 2 people and I know many more have from our church. Our church went in and helped several people out because they're members of our church, and our church helped them out. So they helped them out as much as they possibly could, helped them rebuild their house. So from the first hurricane, then their hurricane, and then the second one came through and destroyed their house again. But however, I do know that our church did help out people, but that's that's the only one that I've seen that helped. Nobody, all these people that collect money, millions of dollars, are not helping anybody but themselves. Excuse me. And it's very aggravating, and that's, I'm here to complain about it. I'm here right now to complain about it because that's what I do. It's a reality check. And I don't want to tell you not to give, because it's not about, when you donate and you give, you're giving out of the goodness of your heart. And you're hoping when you give that it's going to actually help somebody, when in fact it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. But the point is, you are helping out of the goodness of your heart. So you will be rewarded for that. I say that, and I'm just saying it. You'll be rewarded for helping somebody out because you did it out of the goodness of your heart. Even though you're putting your money that you donated in the hands of criminals, you're doing the right thing. They're not. But how do you know who's right and who's wrong? How do you know? I've collected money, and we collect donations, and I help out a baseball team for special needs kids, and I do a car show for them every year. I haven't done one in a while because with different things going on. But 100% of the money that is collected for them goes to them. And then when I tell people we don't donate 100% of it, we donate 120% of it goes towards the kids. And I'm not asking for brownie points, but I'm saying we reach into our own pockets and pull out money so that we know that the kids are going to have what they need. We used to do quite a bit for them throughout the year as well, to make sure that the kids had what they needed. And we did a special event for them in the spring. We did one in the fall. And our donations, like I said, 100% of the donations, 120% of the donations went back towards the kids, all of it. And all of it we budgeted on the kids for them. We had several, and their families. So we have what they call the Challenger Jamboree every year. We put up the money for the hotels for that. And it's thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. It costs a lot of money to do the Challenger Jamboree. It's our finale of the year baseball. It's our big event. It's players from all over the state of Florida come to either Clearwater, Orlando, or wherever we have the Jamboree, and whoever hosts it. But like I said, we support them, we help them, and all that depends on donations. And 100% of the money we get goes back towards the kids for gaming and rides and a petting zoo, whatever, all the events and all the things that we have at the Jamboree for the kids, and it's all for special needs kids. But however, we don't get a lot of money. We don't get a whole lot of money. We are very limited on what we're able to do with the money we get from them because people just don't donate. Like, if we were a crooked organization and we put all that money in our pocket, we'd probably get millions. But we don't, because we're an honest organization that gives back. So, and we do not donate. I say that because I give our money to the special needs kids, but I know what's happening with that. We also donate to some other things that we know the people who are doing it, and they're taking care of the kids, and we know what it's going for and what's happening with it. But we're not giving our money to these organizations where they're pocketing the money where we don't see any help. We've had charity organizations want to come out to our event to try to get donations or ask us to give them donations. And I'm like, you're asking us for more. We actually, they asked us to come to an event one time, not going to mention any names, but they asked us to come to an event and set up a table for special needs baseball. And then after we agreed to do everything, they sent us a bill for $5,000. Said we had to donate a $5,000. I'm like, this is ridiculous. We're trying to get money. You're asking us to empty our bank account for your charity, and you're not doing anything to help anybody. You're not doing anything. I haven't seen a thing that these people have done. Nothing. I've looked. I've tried. Nothing. Nothing's out there. Nothing. We have helped organizations, and we were there firsthand to see what happens, but I don't know, exactly when it at the end of the day, I know there's a lot of crooked people out there. I know there's a lot of crooked people out there. And I know most of these organizations are pocketing the money. We did go out to, for a few years, we've helped out the Salvation Army, me and my family. And with the Salvation Army, we were there firsthand for Christmas to see what they do. We went out and we purchased presents, and we went there and we helped wrap the gifts. And then we went to the people's houses to give them the gifts. So we seen firsthand that this is actually happening. But however, I know there's different levels of the organizations, and some of these, they do a lot. I understand, and I'm not picking on the Salvation Army, because I've seen them do quite a bit. I've seen the Salvation Army do more for anybody than I've ever, any organization whatsoever, period. And being a firefighter, there's a certain organization that I have seen a lot of, and they're always asking, please give. But I never seen anything that they've helped. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine was helped by these people, and they sent him a bill. I'm like, really? So, and some of these organizations, what happens when you donate your money to them, they're required by law to give 2%. So what do they do with their 2%? Does the 2% go, okay, they collected millions of dollars for the victims of the hurricanes here in Florida. Millions and millions, over $100 million was collected. They have to give 2% of that money. Just 2% is all they have to give. So they take that 2% and they give it to another charity that they probably own. Or if they don't own another one, then they just give it to another charity, just 2%. That's all they have to give, and that's what they do. So that 2% goes into that charity's organization's pocket, and they have to give 2%. So more than likely, that organization has another organization. Some of these people you give money to, some are just the average Joe that starts up an organization fund and says, I'm going to collect a bunch of money and help the people out. Well, what they do, it's about making money for themselves. They put the money in their pocket. They don't help anybody, so they take their 2% after they made $100 million. They take 2% of that and they give it to their organization of their choice to donate it to. And 9 times out of 10, the organization they donate to, and some of the places you donate to, they have more than one organization. So the money trickles down back into their organization. So none of the money ever actually goes out to help anybody in Florida. Every single disaster that's ever happened, period, 9/11, nobody got help. Recently, oh my gosh, was it Hurricane Matthews, I want to say it was, one guy collected over $100 million, $120 million to help the victims of the hurricane. He got enough money, and I said this once before in another podcast, that guy got enough money to give every single person in the state of Florida and every single person in the state of Texas $1 million, and he still would have walked away with $70 million in his pocket. But he pocketed all but 2% of that, and he donated his 2% to the Red Cross. Well, guess what? Nobody but the Red Cross is the only person. The Red Cross is the only people who made out with them with that. So nobody got anything. Nobody received a penny of that money except that guy. And they made a big deal about it. He had stars and all these people that were all on board with them. We got to give to, look, it's all these superstars out there. We got to give to them. They're asking us for money. We just got to pour the money out to them, but yet nobody's getting help. Nobody's getting help. I'm telling you right now, if I had $100 million that was donated to me, the people in Florida would definitely have help. Definitely, without a doubt, the people here in Florida would have help. The people of South Carolina would have help. The people of Tennessee would have help. So, without a doubt, I can promise you that. So, it's just kind of, you can do whatever you can. But you gotta, it's crazy and ridiculous. Because, like I said, millions of dollars are always donated, and nobody's going to receive that money. These people out with the California fires, they're receiving millions of dollars. Nobody's going to benefit from that except them. That's going to go in their pocket. They're going to take their 2% and they're going to give it to another organization, either that they own or to another one that's not going to. They're just going to pocket the money, They're going to get the donation of, and then that organization will give 2%, and then it just trickles down the line to where the only people getting the money when you donate are the organizations. Nobody outside their organizations are getting the money. Nobody's getting help. So, and it's a hard truth, man. This is a hard truth. It's like it's a reality check, and it aggravates me because I see it. And as soon as something happens, as soon as a hurricane or something happens where, thousands of people are affected by it, all of a sudden there's so many organizations out there that these people and all of they're out there, they're spending $1 million on a commercial. Think about that for a minute. Well, let's have a commercial. All these big organizations, they throw out the commercials immediately, and then they got some big superstar, out there California's devastated. We don't know what we're gonna do and how we're gonna rebuild it. See the fakes here? Oh no, but it's a superstar, so we got to give money to them. They got a superstar to do this. You think he's doing it for free or she's doing it for free? Nope. They had to pay her $1 million or him $1 million to be there to cry for you. So you will give them millions of dollars so they can get rich. So they're going to become a millionaire overnight. So, and sometimes the stars, they actually do it out of the goodness of their heart. I don't know of any that do that, but if you do, let me know, because I would love to know which stars out there actually do stuff out of their goodness of heart. I'm period. And the funny thing is, the so-called Christian stars out there are no better out there. They're just as money hungry. So, and especially when we ask them when they live in the area, oh yeah, we'll come to your event for $100,000. You're gonna drive down the street for $100,000. Yeah, I'll drive down the street for $100,000 and spend 45 minutes there. Yeah, send me your money. I'll be right there. So yeah, that's why I said it's ridiculous. It's and then they call themselves Christians. We called upon some so-called Christian people, and it just wasn't just it was sad. It was very, very sad. So, you know, you hear about people giving and they've given this, given that, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't believe none of it. So I think it's all a scam, and they just trying to make themselves look good. And they probably gave $5 to somebody, and you know they're getting all this. Oh look, he gave this much money. He's a superstar. Yeah, but it didn't benefit anybody. It's like what I forget, some multi-billionaire, can't remember who it was, donated a bunch of money, but they donated it to the wrong person. It didn't go to help anybody. It went to another organization. And that's the problem. We used to give to the Cancer Society or whatever my aunt and used to donate to them. And the reason she donated is because they would help you with rides to be able to get chemotherapy, and they told us they would help you with all these things. Well, guess what? After she donated thousands of dollars and people have donated millions of dollars, and she called and we needed to get a ride. Sorry. Seriously. And this is what happens. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear, but at the end of the day, it's all lies. And it'd be nice if it wasn't that way. It would be really nice if it wasn't that way. But, however, you know, it's crazy. I know it's so many people here in Florida right now that are needing things. They need help. They need, you know, I've told people it's like as soon as I can get the money together to help you, I will. Problem is, everybody's given these organizations that aren't helping anything. There's so many people that need help here in Florida from the last 2 hurricanes. It's unbelievable. The devastation and damage done here driving around. You don't see it no more because it's done past. Oh, well, it's Florida. That was the week's news. Now it's, you know, let's go to the next one. We're living here. You go drive down the beach. The beach is, I can't believe all the houses that are gone from the hurricane that were destroyed and no longer standing. The houses, there's rows and rows and roads of houses just destroyed. Last week I was down in St. Pete. The entire neighborhoods, every single house was either damaged or destroyed. Every single one of them went to another neighborhood. Half the neighborhood was completely destroyed, and they're not even letting people go back into their homes. They won't let nobody in the neighborhood to get their stuff for nothing. So because they're in their homes, well, all the homes along the water were completely destroyed. It looks like a war zone, you know, and now we got all this going on in California, but I feel sorry for everybody because nobody's going to get the help they need. You know, thank God for the stars that live in California that have lost their home, because they're multimillionaires and they have nothing to worry about. They'll be able to rebuild because they have the money, you know, and problem is if they donate to help somebody, it's going to go towards an organization that's not going to help nobody. So, you know, and if you do find an organization that helps somebody, it's a paid actor. So that's what you find, a paid actor that they, you know, oh, well, you go on, we'll give you $50,000 if you go online and, you know, or go on here and say we helped you. So, yeah, I'll do it so I can have $50,000 to help people. So, you know, to be able to put back. So it's kind of, you know, like I said, there's equipment that's needed. I could use some equipment that needs to be rented, basically, to help some of these people out, to remove trees and clear trees. You know, there's still trees on houses. You know, there's so much damage. People, I know several people that, you know, we could go in and help. You know, but the thing is the funding. You know, that's the biggest thing. So, because, you know, that's it's crazy. And I will be asking for donations, you know, and unfortunately I'm not a 501c3 and all that type of stuff. So I have to pay taxes on it, which I don't have a problem with that. But the thing is, eventually maybe I would be, but right now I'm not. So I ask for your donations. and to be able to, so I can get out there and I can help some people. So we can go out there and get some help, help out. We'll be out there firsthand, right there doing it. Just, it's funny. I had a guy that we had a situation, and the guy actually gave me some money, and it was nice because I was able to return that favor to him when he didn't have anything. So I was like, well, that's great. So I was able to help him out, and that it made me feel good, because this guy helped me out, and I was able to help him back, out again, which that was great, and it's good. The people of California, don't donate, help your neighbor. See what your neighbor needs. See how much, if you're a multi-billionaire star, multi-millionaire star, I don't want to hear you bragging. Go to your neighbor and say, hey, do you need anything? Can I help you? Did you have insurance? How much is the insurance going to take care of? I was going to donate $1 million to, whatever charity, but instead, why don't I I'll take that $1 million and give it to a neighborhood. Give it to everybody in the neighborhood so they can help rebuild their houses or move on, do something else. So that if you want to help somebody, that's how you should help them. So, that's all I can say. It's kind of with it all. But I want you to go and check out my website, raisereality.com. You can go on there. You can donate. You can share everything, and you can do all that type of stuff right there on Raise Reality. If you would like to support me and what we do and help others out as well, we would appreciate it. There's the QR code for that to support. But go check out the website and check everything out there, and I appreciate everything you can do for us. And just if you're able to donate, but these organizations, and I know the organizations, these organizations are, wow, they're multi-billion-dollar companies, but they're not companies because they're you know what? I'm going to throw this out there. It's funny because whenever I was watching the House Hunters and all that stuff, the funny thing is they would have house hunters, and we're shopping for a new home. We're shopping for our budget. We have a budget. Our budget's $1 million. Our budget's $500,000. Or their budgets were always at least $1 million and up. Oh, what do you do for a living? I work for a nonprofit organization. That's your full-time job. Your full-time job is working for a non-profit organization, and your home budget is $1 million plus. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. Do you see something wrong with that? I do. So yeah, these people need a paycheck, but for you to be looking for $1 million plus home, that's your budget, and you work for a nonprofit, who are they helping? They're helping their employees out, unless these people own it. I met some people. This lady she got in my face because I used a car and she claimed it was her car for an advertisement. I just took a picture of a Lamborghini and I used it for advertisement. And this lady said, where'd you get the picture of that car? And I was like, I took it. She's like, well, that's my car, and I do not appreciate you using my car for your advertisement. And she was talking about suing me and all this. Go ahead, lady. And so then she was sitting there talking about they own a nonprofit organization. Her and her husband, they own a nonprofit organization. That's what they do for a living. They have a charity that they, they're a nonprofit. I said that a million times. They own 7 Lamborghinis. 7. 7 Lamborghinis. The cheapest one, she said, was $250,000. They had 4 or 5 Lamborghinis that were $500,000 a piece. So $500,000, that's what? That's $2.5 million. They literally owned 3, 4, maybe even $5 million worth of cars. That was just Lamborghinis. So 7 Lamborghinis, and they run and organize, nonprofit organization. Your donations are buying these people their Lamborghinis, so that's what your donations are getting people. So, if I was ever to buy a Lamborghini, it would be out of the money that I made and I earned, if I was being paid to do, whatever job I was doing. I definitely wouldn't be taking the money that I'm making, getting that I'm supposed to be helping people with, and buying Lamborghinis with it, and multi-million-dollar homes on the beach and all this other stuff. But that's where your money's going when you donate. It's not going to go help somebody that lost their home in the floods and destroyed from the hurricanes. It's not going to help somebody that lost their home in California from the fires. It's not going to help somebody in North Carolina and South Carolina that lost their home during the floods and from the results of the hurricanes. It's not going to help none of those people out. So, just keep that in mind. And I'm just here to talk about it because I'm very aggravated about it. Because it shouldn't be happening. Well, once again, this is my website, raisereality.com. I'd really appreciate it. Check it out. And once again, this is the Raise Reality Support Raise Reality deal. And I am Ray with Raise Reality. It's my podcast, YouTube channel, whatever. I do it all. So, until next time, which will be hopefully soon, I'll be talking to you later. So I'm out of here for now. I'll be talking about more controversial stuff and making people upset and mad, doing reality checks. So every once in a while, we need a reality check. And so that's what it is. I'm aggravated because, like I said, I seen all this stuff going on, and it's sad. So anyways, God bless you. I'm praying for you, and pray for California. Please keep your people here in Florida in your prayers, as well as South Carolina, North Carolina, and all the other places. Just pray for everybody right now. So remember, God does not hear your prayers if you're not a Christian. If you don't believe in God, it doesn't do you any good to pray. You need to say a prayer for yourself first for salvation. Say a salvation prayer. Save yourself. Please save yourself. And then say a prayer for others. So anyways, praying for you for salvation and anything else that you may need prayer for. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Have a great day.